A health alert tonight. Concerns remain following more than 24 cases of flesh-eating bacteria in Florida. It has led to the deaths of 5 people in this state, all right here in the Tampa Bay area. 10
Tampa Bay's Adoria Chumba now with how you could even come into contact with the bacteria that then turns into flesh-eating bacteria.
Some families changing their vacation menu picks over cases of flesh-eating bacteria.
We wanted to come on a vacation not being worried about all this.
The health department says of the 5 deaths in Florida, 2 were in Hillsborough County and 1 each in Polk, Pasco, and Sarasota.
We were discussing that while we were on the beach, and my daughter was very concerned about eating seafood, and she kept stopping me and my husband from eating mussels. Yeah.
And for good reason.
It colonizes oysters, and it also lives in the water and the sediments of estuaries and bays.
Experts say the Vibrio vulnificus flesh-eating bacteria doesn't come from sewage or pollution, but occurs naturally in the environment. And as the waters get warmer, the more of them there are.
It loves warm water, and it loves brackish, so kind of the mix of salt and fresh water, as you might find in Tampa Bay.
There are also concerns about 3 deaths in the Northeast, where water temperatures don't support high levels of Vibrio vulnificus.
What used to happen is sometimes people would travel from the Northeast to the Gulf states or to other states, consume oysters, and then go back and get sick. But at least 2 of these deaths were from people who were swimming in the waters in the Northeast.
Aside from an uptick last year after Hurricane Ian that saw 74 cases and 17 deaths, state health department officials say this is not new to Florida or abnormal.
This is very much part of just being a Floridian, the same way red tide and blue-green algae and seaweed and alligators and rattlesnakes are. This is something we deal with every single year.
I don't think too much about it, quite frankly. I try not to sweat the small stuff. I was in the water yesterday over at Siesta. I'll go in tomorrow. It won't keep me from doing anything that I wouldn't normally do.
In Sarasota, Adoria Chumba, 10 Tampa Bay.
And health officials say if you do have any open wounds or if you are immunocompromised, you would avoid going into warm coastal waters. Definitely do not drink the water.